Gibson Les Paul Studio. This is an older one from the 90s that has an ebony fretboard. The newer ones, yes, they do bring back the ebony fretboard, but you can buy a used one with an ebony fretboard. Typically the white ones are the ones that are going to have it. Do not buy a brand new Gibson Les Paul Studio. They are going anywhere from $1,800 to $2,000, which for supposed to be a bare bones stripped down Gibson Les Paul is freaking ridiculous, because I think the standards are like $800 more, and you can get a used standard for around $2,000. So you can get a used standard for the price of a new studio. That does not make sense to me whatsoever. The rarer ones, which are the 90s ones, which are a little bit more sought after because of the ebony board, which probably a little bit less so because now they are remaking them with ebony boards. These will put you back $1,000 on a bad day. You know, I've seen them as low as $700. I've seen them as high as $1,200, but that was like beautiful mint condition. Typically studios, you're going to have dents, you're going to have dings, you're going to have maybe some small minor cracks, but nothing that's structurally bad. And if you're lucky, you can, if you go outside of this year, you can find them as cheap as $500. And 9 out of 10, you're going to have the 496, 498T pickups, 498R, 498T, 496R, 498T. Had to think about that for a minute. Pickups in most of these, which are great sounding pickups. I very much like them. The newer models do have 57 Classics. Some have burst buckers. They started switching stuff around after like 30 years of making these things. But even if you don't like the pickups, if you buy one of these for $800 and you spend a couple $100 on pickups, you're still half the price of a new one. So don't waste your money. Studios don't really hold value. They do on the used market. If you buy one for $800, you're going to sell it. Probably get $800 for it, I'll be honest with you. But in terms of buying a new one for $2,000 and then trying to get $2,000 out of it because it has a bound fretboard, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Stick with the used market. There's nothing wrong with the Gibson Studio, but definitely stick with a used one versus a brand new one. Subscribe for more.